Hello everyone. So today I'm going to go over some stocks that will report their earnings in the next couple of days or actually this week, which are the next 5 days. And before I do that, I hope that everyone is having a great time in the stock market like I am. I've been able to grow my account. This is the monthly chart. So you can see I've been in the green months, 1 month after the other. And here's also I'm beating the S&P. Well, you can see the S&P 500 here. I'm beating the S&P 500. My P&L is about 90% versus theirs is 21%. So I hope that everyone is having a good time in the stock market. And let's now go over the stocks that we're gonna review. So the first one is thmo. Here's that stock, and I would like to show you why it's nice to watch these stocks before their earnings and on the day of their earning, like reporting their earnings. You can see here that this stock reported its earnings on March last year of 2020, and you can see that what happened is that this stock went up about 300% when it did that on this day. And you can see here that the estimated EBS is $0.05 per share versus that was estimated before, but the actual earnings that were reported on that day was actually negative $1.35 per share. And the surprise is definitely negative, like it's a negative percentage. And you may be wondering why if actual the actual price was actually lower, if the actual price is actually lower than the estimate, why did the stock go up like that? You may be asking yourself this question, and I think that and I'm asking myself that question as well. And I believe probably what happened is that the earnings were reported in the aftermarket hours, and that's what led to that price. So that was the case probably, and that's why like on the day of the earnings itself, before the earnings were reported, the price went up because the investors or people were like the news about this stock reporting its earnings were getting shared among people, and they knew about it, and that's why they bought on that day. But when it announced its earnings in the aftermarket hours, the next day the price went down, you can see, because the earnings were not as expected, they were much worse. That's why it went down, and it kept being down like for a couple of days, and then went up a little bit and then down. But yeah, that's probably what happened. And you can see even that it will report its earnings on the 17th of March for this year at 4:30. So that means they probably report their earnings in the aftermarket hours, and that's what probably happened here. And that can happen. Like there are stocks that will rise a lot before the earnings, and on the earnings day when the report comes out and everything is actual now and known, then the price will go down again. It can happen. But it's a good thing to watch these stocks before the earnings because the price can spike before the earnings or on the earnings. And anyway, for that one, its symbol is thmo. It will report its earnings on March 17th, 2021, and that's a Wednesday. And here the float for this stock is about 5 million. That's a very low float, so it can really go up high in a very short period of time. On like it can do that, and the average volume is 1.44 million. Here let's look at actually that earnings per share is estimated to be negative 23 cents. So probably if the actual earnings are more than that, then the price will definitely go up, or it should go up. And by the way, so last year on March, this spike happened when they reported their earnings. It was March of 2020, and now it's gonna be March of 2021. So same quarter, so that might happen again when it may spike up like that. Here, based on one analyst, it's a 100% buy. There are no options to trade, and here's some information about the company. It's in the United States, California. It's in the technology industry or field. Let's go to the next one, SYPR. Here's that one. You can see that it has the ability to spike, so that stock has the ability to do that, so it can happen. and that's because of the float. It's low, 10 or 11 million. That's quite a low float, and the average volume is 4 million. The price now is at 3.53, so it's a penny stock, or around 3.72. Actually, the price gapped up in the aftermarket hours, but I don't know if there is a lot of volume or not. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of volume for that, so yeah, it's not a lot of volume in the aftermarket hours. So probably the price, you can say that it's around $3.5 per share. And this stock will report its earnings on the 18th of March. So that's a Thursday, I believe. And here, I don't want to go over the news in depth because, for the sake of the time of this video, if you like the stock and you want to look up the news, you can do that on Google or Webull if you like. And also, if you haven't signed up to Webull yet, Webull is a really great app and symbol to use, and you can do a lot of analysis on. I really love it. You can use it on your mobile phone or your computer or laptop. You can have an app on the computer or go to the website directly. It's a great app. And if you want to sign up to it, there is a link in the description below that if you sign up using this link, you'll get free stocks. So it's and these free stocks can be like Google or Facebook. So it's a great opportunity if you want to sign up using the link in the description below. Based on one analyst, it's a hold, right? Yeah. No dividends. And here are options if you like to trade options. Here's some information about the company. It's in the United States. Here's some information about it. And by the way, guys, this stock at this point is good. Might be a good buy. It's better than if the price was up here, because if it's already up here, then it's quite high. But since it's down there, then it's even a better chance and a better percentage that it can really go up and spike. But you never know. Like, it's just it can still be up here and spike up. You really don't know about these stocks. Like, they really go up high. I've seen stocks that go up like 1,000% or 2,000% in a couple of days, even 5 or 6,000% in a week or two. So these stocks can do that. Let's go over the next stock, which is bsqr. You can see that this stock can move up really high, 600%. It did that in the past. Over 3 days or 4 days, it went to 600%, or about 550%. And this stock will report its earnings on the 18th of March. That will be this Thursday, I believe. Yep, that Thursday. And the price of this stock now is at $4.69 per share, or about 4.7. And the float for this stock is 12 million, quite a low float. The average volume is 4.36 million. Here are 4 penny stocks to watch as retail investors make a comeback. Okay, so it's probably this stock is probably on that list on pennystocks.com. Here is no analysis. I'm going over that quickly. Here are options. If you like to trade options for this stock on Webull, you can do that. It's in the United States. This company, it has been listed in 1999. It's in the technology industry. Here's some information about it. It provides software solutions and related engineering services. Let's go to the next stock, which is BXS. So this stock has the ability to spike up. As you see, it happened in the past, so it can do that. And when I say like the ability to spike up, I mean like that's a potential. It can happen again. Like if you look at Apple, you'll never see Apple going up like 300% or even, I don't think it has ever gone up like 50% in one day. It has never happened. So that's why it's not a like for Apple, it's not gonna happen to see Apple stock going up 50% in a day. But for here, you can see that this stock went up 300% in a day or a couple of days. So it can happen for this stock. That's why I mean there is a potential, or that it happened before, so it can happen again. And the float for this stock is 19 million shares available to trade. And here's the average volume, 2 million. The volume for last Friday was 4 million. And the price now is 1.53, or in the aftermarket hours it's 1.88, 22%. So it seems like this stock is about to start its run going up. Because you guys know, like, I don't know, actually it doesn't say here the earnings date for this stock. So I'm not due for Canada. I'm not sure about this stock actually. Let's look it up quickly. BXS. I don't know actually about this stock. I'm sorry about that, guys. It may not be reporting its earnings soon. I am not sure. I get my information actually from another website, and when I look the stocks on Webull, because Webull is better to look up these websites and review on. So that's why there might be a discrepancy. So let's skip this stock for now. And actually this one too. Okay, let's go to the other one. Okay, there you go. That's the next of on my list, STG. You can see that this price can actually go up really high. Like it has happened in the past when it spiked up like that, about 100% or 150%. So it can happen again. As I said, it's not like Apple, when it will never go up like even 50 or 40% in one day. And that's because of the float of this stock. It's 42 or 43 million shares available to trade. It's quite a low float. It's not very low, but it's quite low. And you can see that this stock spiked before in the past, so it can do that again. And that here the average volume for this stock is 1.5 million. It will report its earnings on the 18th of March. That's a Thursday, and the price now is about 1.29%. Financials underperform. Okay, so based on one analyst, it's not a good buy. Options, no options to trade on Webull. And here's some information about the company. It's in China, the technology sector, software and IT services. Here's some information about it. That's its symbol, STG. Let's go to the next one, MOTS. Yeah, so the earnings for this stock is on the 16th of March. So that's Tuesday. You can see that this stock has the ability to spike up. It has happened before when it spiked up to 100% over 2 days. So it can do that up again. And here the float is 26 million. The price is 1.53, so definitely a penny stock. And the average volume is 3.56 million. You can see that it has been going up over the past couple of days already. And for these stocks, like, it can happen when they can actually go up before the earnings, and on the earnings day they may spike up, or they may go down on the earnings day and start to go down after the earnings. So it might be a good option for you to buy like a couple of days before the earnings. Here are some information about it. Report negative earnings next week. So the estimate is negative earnings. But actually it's better compared to the same quarter of last year. So still it might, like, there is progress, I guess. I wouldn't trade this stock and invest money in it like for a long term. I would just trade it for a short term, because it's kind of a penny stock. So I don't know. I don't feel like it's safe to think that this stock will go up. Based on 6 analysts, it's a strong buy. So actually, this stock might be a good stock to buy now. It might actually spike up when the earnings, or before the earnings come out. There are no options to trade on Webull, and it's in Florida. I love Florida, Miami and Miami Beach. And this is in the healthcare industry. You can see some information about the company. So hopefully you guys like this stock and you buy it and then it goes up and we all go to Florida and party. So here's that symbol, it's MOTS, and let's go to the next stock on the list, which is VIVE. Let's see. VIVE. So you can see that this stock gapped up before in the past, so it can happen again. It's just I'm showing you the proof that it happened before and it can happen again based on that. So the float for this stock is about 8 million. That's quite a low float stock. The volume is 2 million. The average volume is about 2 million as well. And here the earnings, this stock will report its earnings on the 18th of March. So that's a Thursday. Right, I keep forgetting, I don't know why. 18 is a Thursday, yeah. And here's the EBS estimate. It's negative. Doesn't mean necessarily that because it's negative it's gonna go down. It can still go up high, especially if there is a progress. Probably if there is a progress. So let's see that. So last year for that same quarter, it reported a negative 13. The actual is blue, negative 43. Okay, in this quarter it's gonna be negative 2.6. So it can be definitely a huge improvement if it reports actually $2, negative $2 per share versus last quarter. So it might spike up based on that, because you can see that there is the earnings per share is going up. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Based on two analysts, it's still a strong buy, so you may want to consider that stock. Your options, no options to trade, and it's in the United States. It's in the healthcare industry, services and equipment, and here's some information about that company. And as I said, its symbol is VIVE. It's called Vive Medical. It's a hard name, I don't know. And the earnings is gonna be on the 18th, this Thursday. Let's go to the last one on my list, slrx. What do we have here? So this one is gonna report its earnings on the 18th, and you can see that this stock quite has the ability to spike up. It did it before, like it reached about 100% over 2 days, or like 216 over a week. So this stock can definitely go up or spike up like that. It may not spike up really high because of the float is 41. It's low but not super low. I think we have seen lower than that. And the price for this stock is around $1.6 now. It's going to report its earnings on the 18th. Here's the ABS estimate. The average volume is 3 million. The float is 41 million. And it has been mentioned on the news, I guess, like 14 hours ago. Here's the ABS chart. So for this quarter, same quarter last year, its earnings was negative 44 cents. For this quarter, they're estimating it to be negative 11 cents. So definitely an improvement, which can drive the price to go up. And based on two analysts, it's a strong buy. But as I said, I don't know. They might be biased. You don't know when they give their opinion for the stock. It might be like a year ago or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly when they give their opinion. So don't just rely on their opinion. That's what I'm saying. Here's this company's in Texas, United States, and it's in the healthcare industry. And here's some information about it. So I actually keep posting videos about the stocks and the hot stocks to buy or to watch, and I'll be uploading videos about the terms and teaching you guys about when and how to buy. So if you guys like the content of my channel, you can subscribe to that channel or follow us on Facebook. You can also get free stocks using the link below. If you sign up to Webull and just deposit, I believe, $100 and leave it for a month, you'll get free stocks, and they can be like Facebook or Apple or even Google. I think, yeah, I remember they said Google. Can even be Google. So, and that's it for my video, guys, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you the best of the luck.